cheer up weekly as we move closer and closer to winter. So we'll be going into October soon, and then around November it'll get really, really nice California weather. Thank God. So before I continue, I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers who have supported me the past almost year. And if you're just visiting my channel, and if you find one of my videos interesting, please hit that subscribe key, and don't forget to hit that top bell so you can get future notices of my uploads, and more when we come back. Okay, so here we go. Today's topic is going to be about certain behaviors. One of the narcissistic behavior that somebody could possibly have or be. Okay. Recently, I was accused of being narcissistic, and because they've seen my video contents on YouTube, and just because they might have been off on their mood that day, or they found me to have negative aura, which I don't know where it might have came from, that I could be narcissistic because of my conversations and because of the time spent on YouTube. Now, my subscribers and viewers know that I'm lucky if I get one upload a week, but I try to get one minimum. And the contents, do the contents make me narcissistic? Let's look at the meaning of narcissistic. The key aspect of narcissists is they have a sense of entitlement. Everyone deserves things like equal protection under the law, but narcissists are particularly entitled. If they don't get their way, they become upset, because in a narcissist's mind, the world is supposed to evolve around them. Now, I spent a few hours with my friend this week, and she brought up that word narcissist. And for the latter part of the day, she was blatantly just tearing me down like I'm a bad person. She thought I had negative energy and I did not seem happy. So, anyways, I don't ever remember putting people down to a degree like that. I just stood and I took it. Okay? I love watching movies. Does the quality of a movie that you watch go to decide what kind of person you are? If you watched a high-grossing movie that made millions upon millions, billions worldwide, should you be given a label because you like a certain kind of movie? Are you responsible for that movie being produced? No. What are the themes to the movie you're watching? Okay, and how would certain themes be portrayed? Under what drama are they going to use? Okay, so to be judged because of the quality or kind of movie you like, does that make you a good or a bad person based on the type of entertainment you choose? Absolutely not. Well, I was dragged through the mud because I went to go watch Meet Joe Black. Ooh, it's a dark movie. You're a dark person. That's not their kind of movie. So they get to judge you on it because they watch happy stuff. If you watch that movie, it's about a billionaire who has a very successful business who is visited, quote unquote, by a grim reaper, played by Brad Pitt. It was a great movie. The takeaways was to love people that you have in this earth, whether you're your family or your friends. Show love and don't spend all your time working. Okay? In this movie, you could say that while he was managing his business, he was probably soft on some of his peers and didn't take direct control of his business. Okay? By meeting Joe Black, he became to be more affirmative in his last days before he died. And he learned to show more love and acceptance because we don't know how long we're going to be on this planet. But my friend's views was, it's morbid. Why did I have to use morbidity for? There could have been many examples on different ways how you can get the same results and get the same examples. But this movie it was offbeat. And I've seen it several times. It's one of my favorite movies because it is dark. Okay? The Dark Knight of Batman, that movie was made in a lot of darkness. Batman in general is a dark movie, but he's a comic hero. It's still a dark movie. In a dark city, driving around in a dark Batmobile. You don't see Batman going to the beach during the day with his outfit on. So should I judge you because you want to go see a dark movie? A morbid movie? If you like horror shows, are you a bad person? If you like thrillers, action-packed movies, they don't make who we are, so why should you be judged on them? And if you have a friend who's nitpicking like this, is he really your friend? Telling you that you're narcissistic because you have a YouTube channel? It's nonsense. What that does is it points back to them. The issues lie with them. So, based on the narcissistic aspect of this conversation, a narcissistic person is someone who likes to grab all the attention. He wants to be the light and the center focus all the time. Very opportunistic people, okay, with no empathy towards other people are narcissistic people. I don't think I've had any topics on my channel that would say I'm narcissistic. I'm simply sharing my views and my experiences, and I hope to get some feedback from people to see if they've experienced what I've experienced. Okay. I would say that if you grew up in your life and you've had a lot of pitfalls and neglectful times in your life, and you have some challenges that affected the outcome of your personal growth, then you should go ahead and get some kind of assistance with guidance from a reputable counselor. You know? And try not to be the person like the people that assaulted you. Don't treat other people like you were treated if you didn't like to be treated that way. So, how I live my life and what kind of person I am does not define me. I simply try to treat people like I want to be treated, with respect and kindness. That's all. We all have days where we don't feel up to par. Should those days be a target to put downs? No. No. I have a very demanding job where I'm always on my feet, putting up with working with society and the public. And we come across different people every 15, 20 minutes on the sales floor. When you go out of your way to try to show attention and love towards a friend, and they don't show you no appreciation, they cannot be a friend. And it's not possible for them to be 100% with you if they don't feel the same way. If they're pretending to be your friend when indeed they're not your friend, then they're not a friend, and they never were. Okay? I try to get along with everybody in my life. I don't like everybody 100%. If I feel friction towards someone, I limit the time I come around them. You know, sometimes people's vibes are different and they don't mesh. Okay? I was very attracted to this person. I liked their demeanor and I liked everything about them. And we were friends on our terms. All right? But if there's something gnawing at them, sooner or later it's going to come out. Maybe things that were not meant to say will come out, and vice versa, you know. But anyways, they always try to find things that they don't like about you that's just waiting to come out. How can my home have a negative feeling or a coldness or a darkness that don't sit well with them? Your house doesn't have enough light. It's negative. It feels blah. You should get out of there. What the hell? But I'm glad to say that we parted ways, and they've gone their separate ways, and I go my separate ways, and it's done. Okay? And for better or worse, as a human being, I still care about this person. Okay? Because they shared a little piece of my life that they took with them, and vice versa. Okay? Some people are just judgmental and they're never happy no matter who they're with. Okay? If they were humiliated, disrespected, or abused by other people, they should use that as a platform and say, I'm not going to treat people like I've been treated because I was not treated correctly. I'm going to be a better person and a bigger person. You know? So I felt humiliated this week for no apparent reason. Nothing I said was correct or good or right to them. And it's even worse when you get out of your way to go do something for them. I'm a true giver. I'm empathetic. I am an empath. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be here talking about it. It bothered me, but I got to cut ties for good, and we have. That's what I call a toxic relationship, when people are never happy with anything. And then they turn around and they say, well, I'm living with my mother now because I got no place to go. But once I leave, I don't want to have nothing to do with them. My parents didn't speak with me for 7 years when I came out of the closet and told them that I was a trans person. For 7 years, they didn't speak with me. But they're my parents. When they leave from this planet, I like to know that I did my best to get along with them. Okay? And because I didn't give up, they turned around and we're all a loving family. Yet, we're not perfect. Nobody is. Would a narcissistic person be like that? Do you think a narcissistic person would never give up pursuing their parents that they love, even though it wasn't a perfect parent-child relationship? I had times in my life where I felt I was abused, mentally and physically. Okay? But when you love someone wholeheartedly, you don't give up. Okay? You can live a freer life with no anguish. Okay? You're freeing yourself, and you are cutting ties that way. You don't have to run away to get away from them or anybody. Because no matter where you go, there'll be people like this. So you'll be running for the rest of your life. You have choices in this world. I work with people that I don't 100% like or agree with, but I still work with them on a professional level. On a personal level, I don't want to have nothing to do with them outside of my job. But at my job, professionally, we have to handle customers together and conduct business together because it's how we make a living. And she said to me, just because they're your family, they're your blood, it doesn't mean they're your family or they act like your family. There's some truth to that. Because therapists say that if you do have a toxic relationship with your family, then you have to cut ties. Yeah. If your family is constantly putting you down and dragging you through the mud, day in and day out, absolutely, it's not healthy. You want to be around positive people. And I was there for her on the phone for hours talking and supporting her. But the same people that you support, if they have deep-rooted problems, that they have some anger issues, they can turn around and attack you. They see everything as an attack. But anyways, you get the point of this conversation. And I'm not being narcissistic here. I'm just venting because I know that I'm not the only one who's gone through this. And I know that I'm handling it correctly. All right? I'm not a religious person. Okay? I don't believe in religion or the church or the Bible. I could care less. But I do believe in the word forgiveness. Okay? Nicole, I forgive you. All right? Forgive me that I wasn't perfect, okay? I'm sorry that I like terrible movies. I'm sorry that my house made you feel negative and it's dark for you, okay? And I'm sorry that I don't seem happy. But I was not ever sad when I was with you, okay? I wish you the best, Nicole. I hope that you meet the best of the best. And yet, as a friend, I'm here for you. So, I hope you guys can take away something from this, okay? Because when people give me lemons, I will make lemonade, all right? So, you guys have a nice, blessed day.